All right. I told you my challenges were when I place these things on YouTube, it's 10-minute increment. So, if my lecture lasts more than 45 minutes, it will take me this weekend to chop it up and put it out there and make it available for you. It's a good day for you to show up. Because I may or may not get around to doing it. Okay? I'm going to try to. Don't go to sleep. All right. Increment. The act of asking for information. If you don't ask for it, the chances of you getting it is not likely. Male and female alike. If you don't go to the library and say, I'm doing a topic on something, and I need for you to help me to identify resources, at least 3 to 5, that will help me to engage in this topic competently. And I'm not looking for perfection in terms of how much content you gather, blah, blah, blah. But if you adhere to what the discussion was about inductive and deductive reasoning. Hello? Hello? All right, the big question, basic. What is research? What is research? Guess what? Research is a period of investigation. If you're not taking time, you got a lot of time. Okay? How much more time you have? Less than a month, less than a couple of weeks. Okay? Research is a systemic investigation into sources or material to establish facts and reach new conclusions. You're building on the research. You may conclude nothing more than what has been concluded, but that's your aim. When we talk about systemic, we talk about a fixed plan or system. A fixed plan. So it makes sense to provide an outline, because I know it's a fixed plan. If you go away from the plan, you freestyle. And I don't do well with a freestyle. Unless you're going to make millions, I could put a beat behind it and we roll. Okay? Investigation, again, that's the same thing as saying inquiry. It's an act of asking for information. When you're on the investigation, they're looking for information to prosecute you or to vindicate you or to acquit you. Okay? Get you a good attorney. All right. Reviewing a research literature. I gave you what is perceived as research. And then I'll ask, if I have time today, specific questions about that based on questions that are in here. Okay? Again, this is an act of asking for information. God forbid for you to talk to your books. But there is a folklore about a slave who observed his or her master reading. And once the master put the book down, the slave would run to the book, pick the book up, and put their ear to it. The slave was illiterate, as you know why. But she felt, or he felt, that the book was talking to the master. There was no connection between the eyes and the text in literacy to the speech of his voice, because he read out loud. So God forbid for your work to speak to you. But I would go to each piece of work with some questions in mind. With some questions in mind. That you would ask of the text, and the text would speak back to you through your reading of the text. Other than that, you might as well put your ear to the book and hope that it speaks to you. Are you literate? All right. Reviewing and research literature is not about expressing your opinions. It is about evaluating the logical coherence of theories, methodologies, and findings in a context of informed scholarship. How do you acquire informed scholarship? Most times, if not all times, in journals. You engage in books for general knowledge, for ideas. For general knowledge and ideas, like into an encyclopedia or something like that. So although you can use a book, but that's not considered authority. Okay. Some people have various opinions about that, depending on what book they're talking about. Because most people read the Bible, and you better not have that conversation with them. You a demon from hell, and you will roast eternity. All right. A reviewer looks for the reasoning an author has employed in their research. A reviewer, that's you, needs the ability to analyze and evaluate. And again, we're talking about a systemic approach, a plan, a fixed plan, which are very important skills. Having the ability to both analyze and evaluate is reading or reviewing research. So if you're looking for a way to operationally define what is meant by reviewing research, it points to your ability to analyze and evaluate. There are different techniques to analyze and map ideas and arguments. There are different techniques. Now, if you share a technique with me, I'm amenable. But if you're looking for suggestions, they are being provided. All right. The reviewer of literature should understand design issues. And we're going to look at a few design issues. Okay? Methodological tradition, and that's in our second half. The specifics of research. Okay? The practicalities. What is the practice? Okay? Can you identify the practice? Of course you can. But you need to be made aware. And once you are made aware, you must acquire the knowledge. The conceptual issues. Okay? Conceptual issues may stem from your reading of a book, knowing what therapeutic alienation is all about. Okay? That's a concept. How is that concept operationally defined? Okay? What other authors have weighed in on? How is it being used? The nature of research, the ways in which